Hello and welcome to my new flosstube. I'm SunshineXstitch here on YouTube and on Instagram, and this is where I share my stitching. Welcome to everyone who is new and is visiting for the first time, and welcome back to anyone who is a returning viewer. Thank you so much. My entire pile is already toppling over. I have a lot to show you today. I have finishes, new starts, giveaway winners, a lot of whips. I think I have like 12 projects to show you, so it's gonna be a lot. Shall we just start? I have my notes because I will forget something as usual, but I'm happy to be back. It's been about a month and planning to film about the first week of every month, and I feel like that's a good place for me. So yeah, I have my window open a little bit because it was really warm here. If it will get noisy because I live quite close to a school, I will close it, but for now, if you hear birds, cars, sounds, it's from outside. So let's dive right in with two starts. One was actually one of my Startober starts, and it was a gift. I already gifted it, and it was for my friend Alice. She showed it on the flosstube she did with Debbie in the last week, and I will put in a picture here. It was a really small pillow. It's called a pocket hug, a hug you can keep in your pocket. And I found it on Etsy, and while I was searching for something to do for Alice, and I thought it was so perfect and so sweet, so I made it. And it's really tiny. I stitched it on 20 count Ada, and I don't know if I did a cold for. I don't believe so. Just similar colors. So if the called for color, if I didn't have that one, I changed it for a number lower or higher. So sort of the right colors, and I really enjoyed making that, and I was really pleased she was happy with it. So if you want to see it in more detail, you can go to Alice and Debbie their flosstube, and they will show it over there. Then I had another finish, and I actually had this finish this morning. Let me show you the cover. It's Cat's Dream by RTO. It was a kit, and the only thing I had left to do was the backstitch in the head, and there was a lot of backstitch, and I was so not looking forward to that part, but I wanted to finish it. So yeah, I finally did it, and it's perfect. Let me put something behind it. Look how cute that is. I even ironed it because it's a finish. It's so perfect. It's so cute. And the cover picture, the colors are so off. I saw it stitched up at a craft fair 2 or 3 years ago, and the cover picture is really yellow, but in real life it's so much more pretty. It's so cute. So I'm not sure if I will frame this one or make it into a project bag, or I don't know. I think this will be cute in my bookcase in a frame. We will see. Yeah, love it. So if I have a frame for this, I will show it again. Those were my finishes, and next up in the pile are the giveaway winners. So let's do that. I used Pick a Winner to see who won, I asked for code word to use, and I will also put in the comments. But Stitching Generations Together by Twin Peak Primitive was won by Val. What's your YouTube name? The Dutch Mania freebie, Kathy Deal or Dale. The Twin Peak Primitive Easter book, The Happy Stitcher, and the Atelier Zoet Idee sampler book was won by Ken Fantasy. So if that's you, yay! And you can send me an email with your address, and I will send it to you in the coming weeks. So my email address is down below. You can also contact me on Instagram Messenger if that's easier. Yeah, that's it. So like I said before, I did Stitchtober in the last month. The plan was to start 5 things and enjoy the new starts. And I did in the beginning, but I only started 4 because I didn't have the feeling I had to start the 5th one. So the Nimue Kingfisher, I believe. I don't know, the Nimue piece, I didn't start that one. I had a fabric and I tried to start it like 5 times. I wasn't feeling it, so I didn't start that one yet, but it will be maybe a start next year. It's there when I'm ready. I wasn't ready now. I did start 4 things. The first one was the pocket hug, and it's already a finish. And then I had 3 more starts. The first 2 are in this beautiful bag that Joanita made for me for our project bag swap. And on here is this beautiful fob. It's made by Lydia, Lovely Stitches. She sold them on their Etsy. Also with snowflakes, and all of them were beautiful, but a fox, I had to have it. And in here is a book where my patterns are from and 2 whips. I showed this the last time. It's Cross Stitch for the Earth by Emma Congdon, and I believe I already showed you my first start. Let me see where it is. In this book the patterns don't have a name, but it is this one, Enjoy the Little Things, and that's how I call it, the little things. And I'm stitching this on blue 20 count Ada I dyed myself, and this is how far I am. I don't know if I stitched on this after my last floss tube, but it's so cute and pretty, and yeah, would love to stitch on this again, and I believe I already showed it. The second one is also from this book. Let me find it. Yeah, here it is. It's a 4 seasons sampler, and this is what it will look like. And I'm planning to stitch every season in the season, so I started on the fall section. And I'm stitching this on just regular white 20 count Ada. I will fold it, and this is how far I am. I did a teeny tiny bit of winter just to be able to count better for the fox. And now I have to do the top section. And this was so fun to stitch, and even though there are only just a couple of colors, it's really pretty. And I really love the hedgehog. It's so cute. And of course the fox. And I'm so happy the spiders over here aren't this big compared to a fox. I don't know if there even are that big of spiders, and I don't want to know if there are. But yeah, it's a really fun stitch. I don't know if I will stitch on this. Well, I have to stitch on this in fall to finish fall. So my plans for November and December, it has to include this one. Didn't think about it. But just a couple of days and this will be done for fall section. And the sunflower is so cool with the pattern. So fun to stitch. And so pretty. So I will put it in the bag later. Then I had another start. And it's in a project bag made by me. I will hold my hand over it. It's a beautiful fall themed bag. I love it. And in here is a full coverage. It's of course a fox. And I only pulled 3 colors to start because it's mostly the same color in the beginning, and it's this one. It's Evening Serenity, and I don't know from the top of my head who the Etsy seller or the artist is, but I will try and put it somewhere in the screen. And this is my start. I think it's about 1,000 stitches, and it's just blues and purple. And my goal for this year is to finish at least a page. And this corner isn't a full page because the charting started with 4 full pages somewhere in the middle. So all the edges are partial pages, but that doesn't matter. It will be really, really pretty. And I stitched this on the fabric I was using for Spirits of Autumn, and I didn't want to continue stitching on it, but it's still over here, and it's mostly browns in the corner, so I don't care for a lot of brown and background. But this will be massive, but so pretty. So you will see this one next time. These were my Startober starts, and I'm really happy with them. It was just the perfect amount of new starts, and now I want to finish some stuff. Before I will continue with whips, I will go a little bit into plants because that makes it easier. Here in the Netherlands we have a beautiful quilt shop, and it's called Het Naaldbos, and it's run by Daphne. And the last couple of years she is doing a finish party at the end of the year, sometimes in the summer as well. But for now, for the end of the year, it's like giving yourself some extra craft time, even if it's knitting or quilting or whatever, stitching, to take the time and finish stuff. Well, I have a lot of big projects, so finishing, that won't work. But I made some goals, and I put them in my journal. So I made a drawing, and I made some goals, and I put them over here. Some of them have one goal, for instance a finish or a percentage, page finish, and some of them have a percentage and page finish because it was close. So I could do both. And I already finished Cat's Dream. That was one of my finish goals. I also want to finish All Mad Here and ABC I'm doing for my daughter. So 3 finishes, and then I have some whips that will have a goal, and if it is a whip as well and I already worked on it, I will tell about that. So oh, and last month I did a really short challenge as well. There were a certain amount of full coverages that didn't even have the 5% mark yet. So I'm trying to get them to 5%. I did it on 3 of them, and one of them I did work on it for 5%, but it was too much, and I did only 1% extra, so it's at 3.5 or something. But yeah, let me show you. Most of my full coverages are in project bags by Diane, Frog and Fudge. They are sturdy bags for big projects and I love them. All my other projects are in smaller project bags, but these bags, they're perfect. I will link Diane below. This was made by Diane but gifted to the Stitchketeers by Alice, because we have a stitch along for Deer Creek, and it's so beautiful. I had to check how much I worked on this because I couldn't remember. I'm over 50%, and this is how it's looking now. The sun is coming in and out, so I hope the lighting will be okay. But I continued this line. It's the halfway line, it's not a page break. And I worked on the deer. I worked in her back and the tree. Just, there's a clip holding my threads. It's okay. It really is. Oh, but they are so pretty. So I worked in her back in the tree. I think I was around here with the leaf the last time. And if I continue on this, I want to get it to 55%. I'm not sure, it's full over. I'm not sure if I will continue again here and work my way over, or come from here and go this way and whatever. But I'm tempted to go on this side because that's already down that line. It's so beautiful. It just looks like a picture. Yeah. And I want to finish this next year, so yeah. Then the second one, I worked on this to get it to 5%, and I did. It's also in a bag by Diane. I sent her this fabric myself, and in here is Sleep Time. I'm stitching this with Jemima and Alyssa, e-crafting in Colorado words. And I got this to 5%. This is the color expansion, and it does have a lot of confetti, but it's getting so pretty. This is a dog on a lawn chair, and you see his eye, and I did made it to 5%. I have no idea where I worked. I believe mostly in this section, because I don't like if there are stitches missing, and there were a lot of stitches missing, so I stitched that in until I couldn't go further without counting too far. And it's so pretty, and it will be quite big or long, not that high, but it's I don't believe I need all this fabric. I hope I don't need all this fabric. But yeah. I think this was just a piece I had left. I don't know. It's okay. I know I have enough fabric, but I hope it is too much. So I don't believe this is one with a goal for this month. Let me see. No. So this will be back next year. Then I worked on another one, also in a bag by Diane. This is a floppy bag. It's the sturdy bags, I love them, but these are pretty as well. And this is just a really summery fabric with the birds. So in here is a Full Moon. It's by, don't know, don't remember. I started this with Debbie, and this is one I also got to 5%. And this is how far I am. It's a little bit speckled, and I know it's the effect of the piece. So it will be interesting to see how it will continue. And I believe I just went down, picked the highest color in this page and stitched it. And that's how I do it most of the time, or in a row of 10 stitches. But this is 5%. It won't be that big. Nothing much to see for now. And let me check again. No, also not one for the coming months. It's more of a spring piece. Then I have another one in a bag made by me. I love this fabric. In here is Tea and Books. And this is the one I was also trying to get to 5%, but it's mostly boring background and I couldn't. So let me show you. I just filled in more of the colors of the background. There's nothing much to see for now. It's just browns going into tans or mustard colors. And yeah. Is it one with a goal? Yes, I do want to get this to 5%. So if I do a percent in November and one in December, it's at 5% before the end of the month. And the whips just keep going. A really fun one. Also fabric I sent to Diane, and she picked the orangey color. And in here is King Coda. I finally picked him up again. It's my oldest HAED. It's my biggest HAED. And it's, I believe, at 33%. Let me check the goal, because this one has one. I want to have a page finish and to 33%. And now I'm at let me see. I wrote it down. Where is it? Oh yeah. It's at 32.5, but to get to a whole percent on this, it's a lot of stitches. So yeah. Team bedspread, tablecloth. I don't know. Look how pretty. He's amazing. And this is around here is the halfway point for the entire piece, and it doesn't fit in screen. It goes all the way down there, and I'm doing diagonal pages. So this one I finished the last time. This one was already done. Is this a page finish? I believe so. I think I checked. So this one is done. This one is done as well. So now I have to do this one. Let me fold it to make it a little more easy to show you what I did. Yeah, I worked over here in the book section. It was going like this. It was a little bit done with the pages, but I did quite a bit over here in the book. This is on my only HAED on 20 count, 18 count, and it's 2/1. And it's thick, but it's beautiful. So I did this section, and this is the spine of the book. And I believe the page will come down until here. So I believe that's also kind of the percentage mark I want to reach. After that I have to finish this page where this is missing, and then I can go up again. I believe, I'm not sure. Oh. So that's the section I will be working on, and let me try to fit most of it in screen. It's so unbelievably pretty. Yeah, love it. So you will see this one in the next 2 months again. Finally, it's back. Then let me flip back to my notes. Which one is this? I'm missing one. Where is it? Let me go check. I found it. It was still at my desk because I was stitching on it yesterday. But first, again, they're all beautiful. In here is Princess Asleep. I know this one is by Yvonne Gilbert. And I had a page finish on this one. Yay! And I also want to get it to 15%. And I believe I'm at 14.5 or something. If you don't like hanging threads, I'm sorry. But here it is. It's so pretty. I love all the amazing details, and the last time I showed it last month I was around here. I do 3 blocks in a row and then I go down diagonally, and I was around here, so I did this part. And in this flower there are actually a few shimmery stitches. I doubt it will show up, but it's so pretty. And the new butterfly is coming in. I don't believe they will be shimmering. So I had a page finish around here, I believe. I'm not sure, somewhere in the butterfly wing. And there was so much confetti over there. And I think I need an extra or 600 or 900 stitches for my 15% goal. So it's just 2 rows or maybe 3. And this way of working on such a high confetti project, it just works. Even though in my mind I started at the wrong side of the whip, because mostly I start in that corner. It's so pretty. My battery is running low. I need to charge it. Be right back. So, part 3. I just charged it a bit. I put away the projects I already showed, so I think we're fine. I don't have a lot left. Then over here I have a project I also worked to 5%. Also in a beautiful bag with words on the inside. This is Daydream Tiger. And I didn't had to do a lot to get it to 5%. I really enjoyed the colors of this one again. This is how far I am for now. I know quite a lot of people are stitching this. And the first page is done. So I'm working on page 2. And this one I'm doing column by column, picking the highest color and parking it, and now I'm stitching it in as far as I can go. So there are some parked threads. This is also 20 count 1/1. It really is my go-to. And I love how the fur just looks fluffy. It's so cute. I don't know if I will ever hang this in my house when it's done, but I love stitching on it. There are just a few whips now that I would like to finish. So I kind of have a focus, HAED every year, every time. So yeah. And then the last project, again in a beautiful bag by Diane. This is a floppy bag, but I love the design. Squirrels. In here's a project I was working on for the last days, but I also worked on it October. In October I worked on this to get it to 5%. This is Mini Whispers. And I worked on it to get it to 5%. And the flower, the rose, came in. And now for November and December words, I will try to get the page done, because I already finished my first goal. Did I? No, I'm not sure. Let me check again. No, I want to get it to 10%, because 5% was up here somewhere. So this was already at 5%. So I just stitched on it for fun, because we don't always need a goal. And this is about 8%, and I believe the page finish and 10% won't be that far apart. So it's a page and 10%. And there's not much to see for now. It's a mini color expansion. This has quite stark blocks of stitching. I'm not sure how this one will turn out. It's an experiment. It won't be that big, so this is close to the halfway already. Oh, I made a mark over here, so, and over here. It will be this wide, so my fabric is way too big again. Where did I mark it? Around here as well. So it won't be huge. But I chose the color expansion, and some parts have a lot of confetti. I already finished 2 colors, and some of them only have like 2 or 3 stitches in the entire piece. So I don't know. And for this one I'm doing a row of 10 stitches and picking a color from this side and go over, or the other way, or from the top down. I'm sorry. So I just stitch in a page, and this is even lower than the page will be a page break, I believe. I'm not sure. So you will see this again as well. That were all the whips. I'm sorry for all the stops because I don't like that. I will edit it out, but yeah, it is a hectic one but a fun one. I'm having fun filming again. So my plans are working on the goals I have for the finish party, or in Dutch finishfeestje. And I already met 2 goals. The finish for Cat's Dream and a page finish on Princess Asleep. So the next goals are, if I didn't show it already, I will put a picture in. So a finish for the ABC for my daughter. I want to finish All Mad here. King Coda, the big one, I want to do a page finish and 33%. Princess Asleep needs to go to 15%. Deer Creek 55%. Tea and Books till 5%. It's a lot of background. Whispers page finish or 10%. Wise Owl, I didn't show that, but it was my new start for Dutch Mania, and I want to get a page finish on that one. It has really small pages, so even though I'm only halfway, I think it will be okay. I need to order floss though, also for Evening Serenity. And that's the second goal, the last one, I'm sorry, for a page. And like I said, the one with the 4 seasons, my new start, I need to finish the fall section. So I will add that to my list. So that was it. It's a long one. It feels like a long one. I have no idea how long it is, but it was good to be back. Next month it will be December, and I always do a whip parade in December. I like to do it at as close to the end of the year as possible, but there are also a lot of whip parades I want to watch. So I'm not sure when I will do one. I will be back with a regular update in the beginning of December, and somewhere in the weeks after that I will do a whip parade. And I have a lot of projects I didn't stitch on this year, and I saw a stitcher, and I'm really bad with names, but this is her name, Jenn, I believe. I don't know her YouTube name. Last year with her whip parade, she looked at a piece and said, I want to finish this, or I want to reach this goal. And I really like that idea, but I'm not sure. We will see. I will do a whip parade because I do every year and they are a lot of fun. But my next video will just be an update, and we will see how far I got with my goals for the finish party. If you are one of the giveaway winners, please send me your address so I can send it out to you. So thank you all for watching and spending time with me. I hope you have a nice stitchy month, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.